back. Actually, are all my necklaces tangled? I think they are. Welcome back. I'm going to do a little vlog today because I'm off again tomorrow on another trip which you will be seeing. I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about it. I presume that I am, but I'm just going to err on the side of caution and not talk about it. One second, I actually need to do something. Okay, I should be a little bit louder now. Anyway, I'm going to err on the side of caution and not talk about it, but I'm going on another trip tomorrow and I wanted to just catch up with you at home, have a little chat, a little vlog. I'm going to be packing today, so it's going to be a little bit of a packing vlog and just, yeah, catch you up on life, because I feel like when you're away, there's no time to do all the, like, catching up bits. But before we get into that, I have a couple of things to show you that I recently bought from Vestiaire Collective, and this part of the video is sponsored by Vestiaire Collective, but I did actually purchase these things before they even suggested doing this little segment chatting to you guys about it, so that should prove to you that I do use Vestiaire Collective and I think it's a fantastic tool. And basically what it is like an online vintage store, and you can create your own profile and sell things if you want, obviously buy things, and they do a lot of high-end vintage stuff. I find vintage shopping in London actually quite hard sometimes because the good stuff gets snapped up all the time. So what I like about Vestiaire Collective is it's got sellers from all across the world, so there's loads of actually quite rare vintage finds, designer and non-designer on there, which I love. And obviously I'm trying to buy more second-hand at the moment, trying to be more sustainable with what I'm buying fashion wise, and obviously they really help me to do that. And they've just launched a new thing called the news feed, so you can follow various users that you like, that you think have good style, lots of boutiques, like independent boutiques that you might not otherwise be able to get to, have profiles on Vestiaire Collective, so you can follow them, and you can follow who you want. It comes up in your news feed and it just helps you keep on top of what's coming through, because I know that it can be a little bit overwhelming when you're looking at the sheer array of vintage stuff out there to kind of know where to start or what to look for. So if you follow people that you think have good style and stuff, then that might be helpful to you. And I also like being a little bit nosy and looking at people's favourites, because you can go on their profile and look through their favourites, so not just what they might be selling but also kind of what they've got their eye on themselves. And you can go and follow me if you want. I think I'm at JEWELLERY. I'm not selling anything currently. You can have a little nosy through my favourites if you want, and steal things from me, but I'm not currently selling anything. I will let you know if I do ever sell any of my kind of any of my higher end clothing or anything. I will definitely be doing it on Vestiaire Collective, because they do a whole so what I really like about them is they do a whole authenticity thing. So you can choose to get your items shipped to them, they'll authenticate it, and then they'll ship it to you, make sure that it's the right item. So you're kind of guaranteed to get what you have bought, which is always appreciated, because I think they appreciate that these things are expensive and you want them to be the real thing. You can set alerts as well. So when I am shopping on Vestiaire Collective, I sometimes go on for a little bit of a browse, but generally also I'm going on to look for something really specific. You can set yourself alerts, which is very useful. Also, I'm often finding that sellers are dropping their prices on certain items, so if you favourite or wish list something, then you can kind of keep up to date if it drops in price. So basically the other day I wanted a backpack that was a little bit bigger than, I've got a couple of small backpacks, a little bit bigger than the backpacks that I already have, for carry-on purposes basically when I'm travelling, but that also I didn't want it to be too big. So I wanted something in between, and I was like, I think I want a Prada backpack, and I was looking at the new ones and they're all like $1,000. And I was like, do you know what, Prada have been releasing these backpacks for donkey's years, so surely I can find a good second-hand one. So I did. I went on Vestiaire Collective and I picked up this super cute Prada backpack. So Prada's been, like I said, Prada's been making these backpacks for years, and they've got all sorts of different types. out there. I went for one which has like kind of like a buckled, 2 front pockets which are buckled, which I think is kind of like a classic look. And as you can see, it's like bigger than some of the other backpacks I have, and also because it is nylon, it's got the drawstring, it's kind of like very light and expandable. Again, it's a little bit better for me for traveling and stuff, and I think I'll be able to fit quite a lot of stuff in here, even though it's not like massive. And I might show you later actually, because I'm obviously packing today, what's in my carry-on. So stay tuned for that to the end of the video. But I thought I would just show you guys, like, I haven't taken all the labels off yet, but here's all the labels, and it's got the like authentication thing. So it went through someone at Vestiaire Collective, and they said that it was matches the item description and the origin has been verified. And I think I have got the authentication card actually in the bag. So I love that. I'm going to show you, yeah, I can't wait to fill it up. Going on a trip tomorrow, so I'm going to see how it performs as my carry-on. If not, it's kind of cute anyway. But yeah, just a lovely little backpack. And I also bought this, which I think you probably might have seen in a few videos or on my Instagram. This is a belt. I really wanted like a belt that was a little bit more adorned than the Western belt that I've already got, which I've had for ages and it's looking a little bit worse for wear. And I was like, I want another black belt, but I want something that's just got a little bit more to it. So I got this one, which is studded. It's got little stars on it. This is unbranded, so Vestiaire Collective doesn't just have high-end brands, they also have streetwear brands and like unbranded stuff like this. So it's just like a nice vintage piece basically. And yeah, I'm super pleased with it. I've been wearing it loads, and yeah, better than buying new again. So yes, that's everything I have to talk to you about Vestiaire Collective. I will link up my profile down below, and also you can go and have a little browse yourself, set up some alerts, and it's obviously a more sustainable way of shopping, which is great. On to other life stuff. I feel like I've been reading so many good books lately, and I woke up this morning and like my head was just swirling. I feel like I'm having dreams about these books. They're invading my mind. I finished the Jeff Vandermeer's Southern Reach trilogy like last week, which really messed with my head, and I was like kept having dreams that I was in Area X. If any of you have read those books, please say you sympathise with me. And then I finished Duck's Newburyport, which is like an 1,000-page novel. Recently won the Goldsmiths Prize. It's essentially one long sentence. There's bits that break it up, but it's one long inner monologue by this Ohio housewife. And that totally invaded my brain, and now I like miss her, and I don't, even though like I went back and forth with that book. I'll obviously talk about these more in my book video. And then I finished, I've been reading these books since January, by the way. I've been reading Duck's Newburyport and this next book, Karen Barad's Meeting the Universe Halfway, since January. They're like my long-term books that I kind of read alongside my general normal reading. So I finished 2 of them yesterday. And I also finished Meeting the Universe Halfway, which is like quantum physics, feminist theory, philosophy, so that's blown my mind. And then I'm also currently reading on my Kindle, which I'm going to try and finish before I start a new book, Underland by Robert Macfarlane, which is about, he's a nature writer, and he writes about, he's writing in this book about the underland, like everything beneath the surface, caving. At the moment I'm reading about ice and like boring into ice. So my brain is just like full of books and I can't focus properly, but I am just having a grand old time with my whole new, with being able to like choose whatever book I want to read. It's like great. I was thinking of books to read on my trip. Actually, do you know what? I'm just going to tell you where I'm going and what I'm doing. I'm going on a trip with Visit the USA, which is the USA Tourism Board, which is so exciting. When they contacted me, I was like, yes, I want to come on this trip. We're going to the Southwest, so we're doing Arizona, Utah mainly, and a little bit of Nevada as well. So we're flying into Vegas. and I'm so excited for this trip. But I always like to read things that I think will kind of suit the place I'm going to be. Well, not always. Like when I went to St. Lucia, I was reading books that I thought I would really find completely engaging, so nothing too tricky basically. I think for this one I want to read like deserty books. So I'm gonna read, I looked up like specifically Southwest literature like set in Southwest, but I couldn't find, I found some good stuff, but I wasn't like convinced I really wanted to read it or like wanted to prioritise reading it. So I'm gonna read Dune by Frank Herbert, I think, which gets kind of a mixed reception by the world. I think because it was written in the 50s, it's a sci-fi or speculative fiction book, or fantasy, I think it's sci-fi, and it's set in like a desert world, which I think would like be, I think it would suit it nicely. So I think I'm going to read that. I might also take Lost Children Archive, which is not really about the environment it's in as far as I can tell, and again that book is a little bit controversial, so I'm not sure how I'm gonna feel about it, but it was very much hyped last year. So, but it's set near the border with Mexico, so sort of in the right part of the world, but not quite. So those are my thoughts. I am also staring at my weighted blanket at the moment. My sister was buying a weighted blanket and I was like, can you buy me one? Because I've wanted to try one for ages and I really appreciate it. Zach doesn't like it very much because it's a little bit too hot and he feels a bit oppressed under it, but if you don't know about weighted blankets, basically they're supposed to make you feel really like calm and relaxed because it's like kind of sits on top of you and you feel like you're being hugged and like cocooned within a womb basically. But I'm really appreciating mine, but it is a bit warm. That's the only problem with them, is that they kind of trap all the heat. So you have to be careful with that. But anyway, I'm enjoying my weighted blanket. I can just see it and I kind of want to get under it and not continue with my day. I hate packing. But I'm going to go pack now. But first I'm going to get some coffee for me and Zach actually. It is almost coffee time and I am excited. And I am excited actually to pack my little carry-on. I actually really like making carry-on bags. I don't know, I find it really satisfying, just having everything you need for a long flight. Okay, I'm going. I'm leaving. This is my outfit today, you guys. Simples. I will pop everything in the description. See the people. So, got our coffees. Zach is editing.
What?
I'm not speaking to you.
Oh, you said Zach?
Yeah, I'm talking about you.
Oh, right, okay. Stop speaking about it.
We have actually ordered food today. I would say these days, 95% of the time, Zach is cooking lunch, which is one of the many, many benefits of having him around. So we have been eating home-cooked lunches pretty much every day, but today we're ordering because we've both got lots to do. Well, when I say we've both got lots to do, Zach's got a busy day today and he's the one that does the cooking. So we've ordered some food, getting a couple of burrito bowls, which will be nice. So we've ordered that. So I'm going to start the packing process, but I think the majority of my packing is going to take place after lunch when I've eaten and my brain is in the right place again. This is a cute vibe. So packing wise, I'm using this Samsonite case because my away one is a little bit too small. This one isn't even actually that big of a case, but I think it's probably better that I have a slightly smaller case so that I don't go over the limit, because as I've said before, traveling these days I bring a lot of crap. Just because, you know, we're generally shooting and stuff, so I probably bring more clothes than I usually would. And there's equipment and there's all that sort of stuff. So yeah, and on this trip I'm bringing things like hats, boots. So I am concerned about the weight, because for me these days 23 kilograms is not very much. So wish me luck. So I'm going to have to do some very thoughtful packing anyway. I can't remember what the word is that I'm thinking of. Yeah, wish me luck on that one. I think I'm going to do a little bit of outfit planning, especially for some of the hikes that we're doing, because I want outfits that will be practical, comfortable, have lots of layers in case like it will start off cold and then it will get warmer throughout the day, and also warmer as you walk. And then also that will look nice in pictures. So those three things is going to be a tricky one. So I might do a little bit of outfit planning, a little bit of just throwing things in that I think I will want to wear and that will just pair nicely together. So we'll see. Things to think about. So guys, lunch has been eaten. I was gonna listen to my book, but I think I'm gonna treat myself to some Housewives. I'm back on the Housewives hype after my brief break in like January, because then I got into Potomac, then I finished that, and now I'm into Dallas. I just think this is a lifelong obsession with mine, you guys, this Real Housewives thing, and I just can't help myself. So, but yeah, I hate packing so much, and I've listened to a lot of my book recently, which I'm listening to The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. I've read The Name of the Wind in January and thought I would listen to the second instalment because I thought it might be good, because it's quite a long book and I'm not like totally invested in the series. And I have to say this second book has confirmed all my concerns that I had about the first book. So yeah, but I've actually made really good progress with this. I'm gonna pack and Housewives it up. So guys, it's been a few hours, and I have decided I did a lot of outfit planning. I basically outfit planned the whole trip because I figured it would just be a little bit easier. And then I've added some extra tops and bits in just for evening, and I'm hoping I can get away with wearing jeans and stuff in the evening because I don't think it's going to be too posh. But I've decided I'm going to take 2 bags because it's just one of those trips where you need lots of layers, so it's going to be like quite cold in some places, warmer in other places, and then sometimes warm throughout the day but cooler in the mornings and the evenings. We're going to be doing a bit of hiking, so we need to be, like I said before, like relatively practical. So there's lots of layers and it just took up so much room, and I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to take 2 bags with me. And I also always like 2 bags if I can get away with it, because I like having a bag that has all the stuff in it and then a bag that has all the clothes in it. It just helps me organisationally to go to the right bag when I want to. But yes, you can see I've changed because I was in and out of outfits. So what I do is I always take pictures of my outfits and then I kind of label them for the day that I'm going to wear them on. And then I've also this time around taken pictures of like the spare bits, like the evening bits I've brought, because we're moving around quite a lot, so it's not likely that I'll be able to see everything I brought every day because I won't be unpacking every day. Thought I would just take pictures of those bits so I can like just browse through my phone and decide what to wear of an evening. So I need to get some like packing cubes and stuff because I feel like that would really help me, but I have not got them. Anyway, I've just taken a short break. It's like 4 p.m. now. I've been packing for ages. I obviously didn't trying on all my outfits because there are going to be a couple of vlogs from this trip, so you'll see all the clothes I bring with me anyway. But I am going to do the stuff now, which means hats, shoes, toiletries, and then I'm hopefully going to leave a little bit of room for Zach as well, because I think he's going to have the same problem as me, which is that we've just got a lot of layers to bring with us. He's out shopping at the minute, so yeah, I've got a cup of tea, having a short break. I've just had some pretzels, which are nice. Also, you guys, I'm taking 3 hats with me, and this is the hat that I always want to travel with most, but it is the one that terrifies me the most. So I have to always carry it, take it on the plane with me, which I hate doing. But because it's straw, I feel like if it gets even slightly misshapen, it's like never gonna go back to its normal self and like will probably break or something. So, and it's got like this double peaked top. So I hate it, but I'm definitely gonna have to take this on the plane with me. And then I've got a couple of other hats. One of them is quite small, and then I'm also going to take things like a beanie, a cap. Help me. So guys, I think I am finally nearing the end of my journey. It is 7 p.m. It's been a long day of packing. I think I have organised everything. I have got the second bags full of shoes, toiletries, hats, chargers, that sort of thing. And then we've also got a little carry-on where I put my jewellery, books, and sunglasses. And I think Zach's going to fill that up with some stuff. We're taking 5 cameras, I think, so I'm sure there'll be more stuff in the carry-on. I'm going to show you what's in my like little bag carry-on. I just shoved a couple last extra bits in, which are really big, so it's looking a little bit stuffed. Didn't look stuffed 5 minutes ago, but I wanted to make sure I could fit literally everything in. But in the front 2 pockets I have a tote bag in one, which is one of my sunbeamsjess x Laura Lee tote bags, and in the other one I have my eagle bracelet, which is like my great frog bracelet that looks like this ring, and I like to keep it in my, it's one of those things that's really tricky to transport, so I always like to keep it in my handbag when I'm travelling. But anyway, I'm going to show you my little carry-on. So I'm going to take out my water bottle first. Always like to carry a water bottle with me. I'm actually bringing 2 to America because I've got a bigger one, but it's also not see-through, and I reckon you have to have see-through bottles to travel through the airport, don't you? So I've got my Camelback. Then the last like bulky thing that I just shoved in just now was my big headphones, which I'm going to charge overnight. These are Sennheiser headphones, and they're extremely good at blocking out sound. So when I'm on the plane, if there's a crying baby or something, I can just shove these on and go to a different world. I've got a little sunglasses case. I actually think I'll need sunglasses tomorrow. Probably don't need to have this in here, but I've got my, just took this one straight out of my handbag, but I've got my Ray-Bans in here, just a classic pair. Then I've got my charger, obviously very important, and a big fat portable charger battery. I've got my book. I'm planning on finishing Underland tonight, and I'm going to start this fresh tomorrow, which is June, like I said earlier. I'm excited to start that. I've got a pair of glasses. I'll probably wear my contacts to the airport and then put these on when I am on the plane. I've got my Dettol wipes. I usually wouldn't use wipes, I know they're not great, but for the purposes of cleaning down my seat, wipes is kind of the only way forward on that one. It was not really with the intention of staving off coronavirus, but obviously that is a hot topic at the minute. But actually I just got sick of being ill last year every time I took a flight, so I've just become a little bit crazy about my seat hygiene. I got some tissues, you never know when you're going to need those. My bag is all ready to go. In here I've got deodorant, a couple of moisturisers because they get really dry on the plane, hand sanitizer obviously. I've got some nail glue, I don't know why I've got that in there, but I think it was just in my handbag. Some Lana lips for my dry lips, got my inhaler, got a perfume in case it starts to smell. So I've got all those things. And then in here I would usually keep all those things in this, but obviously when you're on a plane you have to keep them in a plastic bag. So in here I've got just lots of painkillers of various descriptions, some more anti-bac wipes, some Compeed, you never know when you need Compeed, yes, and some spare contact lenses as well. And then at the bottom I've got my keys, my little eye mask, and a couple of pens. Ooh, lost one. A couple of pens. Always got a pen on me, and also some backup headphones. So that is what's in my kind of carry-on. And then I'll obviously have passport and wallet more to hand. I don't usually keep them in my bag just so that I can just grab them, like get them out whenever I need. So yes, that is my carry-on. I'm going to pack it all back in now. And I think I'm pretty much done for the day. I'm probably going to just do some reading. Oh, I feel like that took me forever. Oh, got some fish pie. Me and Vestiaire eating pretzels and Nutella. It's revolutionised our lives. Look at my angel. She's very suspicious of the camera. But she's angelic. There's my other angel. Hiding. Hi my loves, I'm back upstairs. It's occurred to me that I actually have to watch my book video through, get that uploaded so it's all ready to go for you guys next week whilst I'm away, so I'm going to do that. I have to say, after reading the books, when I write my initial notes, then I read through those notes, write my reviews, then recently I've been writing notes, again specifically for filming the video so I know what to say, and then filming the video. I'm not looking forward to watching this book video because I feel like I've said the same things to myself about these books a million times, but it needs to be done, so I'm going to do that. And then, yeah, then I will be free to do a bit of reading. So guys, I'm back. I finished watching through my book video. I think the whole process took me like a couple of hours at least because I read through my reviews again, got it all uploaded and sorted. So I'm pleased that that's done now. I feel good that I did it tonight and not tomorrow because I know I would have regretted it if I'd left it until tomorrow. Anyway, I'm going to get ready. I'm still operating on one bulb in this bathroom at night time, so please forgive me for terrible lighting. I forgot to mention earlier as well, because it's such a long flight, probably not going to wear any makeup, but I will take a little bit of skincare. So I'm probably going to take my ordinary niacinamide and zinc and a moisturiser, which is basically my skincare anyway. And I'll just take both of those in my hand luggage as well, just so I can do a little bit of skincare on the plane. But I'm never really crazy about skincare on the plane. I just want to make sure I've not got makeup on and that I'm moisturised. But I don't do a whole routine like some people, which I admire because I just couldn't be bothered with that. Oh, feels good to take this makeup off. I feel like I've had it on for ages. I'm going to get ready for bed now. As you can see, get into my PJs, get into bed, finish Underland hopefully, and then I'm going to get up tomorrow morning, edit the vlog you're watching, and get ourselves to the US. So I'm very excited. I hope that what I've packed, like, I'm actually going to like when I get there, because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I'm just like, I've not packed enough. Like when I went to St. Lucia, I was like, I've not packed enough shorts here, or bottoms. But to be fair, I didn't have a plan for that, so I just shoved loads of stuff in a bag. So hopefully I should be a little bit better this time. I packed like a million pairs of jeans as well, because I just feel like it's that sort of environment which is just perfect for denim. But also, I don't think I can hike in jeans. Can you hike in jeans? Like, I've been on like long walks in tight jeans before, but I don't know if everyone's going to think I'm crazy. Do I have anything else to update you guys on? I don't think so. Oh, I do. I completely forgot to tell you. I meant to tell you today, earlier on, but our planning permission was finally approved. So if you don't know, it got. I think I mentioned this, but I can't really remember what I haven't mentioned. But our first round of planning permission got rejected. So we resubmitted a slightly different plan, which I actually think ended up being even nicer. So I think the outside plan looks even better now. So we submitted a plan, but again, obviously, then you have to wait a whole another 6 weeks for it all to go through, and it was over Christmas as well, which I think slowed down the whole process, but we have finally been approved. So that means that the next steps are we're getting engineering drawings drawn up at the moment. So that's like, you know, the drawings for the actual builders to look at and the engineers, and all of that kind of stuff. So the real technical details, we're getting into the details now. And then we need to do things like all sorts of random things that you just would never know about until you actually start a renovation. Like, you need to get like a health and safety thing, survey thing, which is like another few £100. There's so many like extra costs when you do this sort of thing. Yes, so our architects reckon it will be about 3 months before we can start build. So once we've done all those things, got some drawings, everything like that, then after that you take it to tender and you choose a contractor. So that is very exciting. I will keep you guys updated. Nothing physically happening to the house still yet, but hopefully by spring, summertime, we should be starting work, and I cannot wait to vlog the process. I've been waiting and waiting. I know we bought the house in July last year, so it's gonna be like basically a year of you guys and me waiting to really see some progress on the house. And if you think you're excited for it, I am definitely excited for it. I'm nervous, obviously. I'm very nervous, partially because I know I'm going to be so indecisive, so annoying, and also it's obviously an expensive process and you want to get it right. So yes, but I cannot wait, and I'm very excited to document it and like just start a whole new kind of phase basically, and get excited about being an independent adult and maybe moving out of this house at some point. So it's all very exciting. But yes, that's my other big news that I almost forgot to tell you guys about. But yes, anyway, I'm going to leave you be now. I'm going to stop rambling on. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this fun little vlog, and I will see you again for my US vlogs, I think. I hope you will enjoy those. I can't wait. I'm very excited. So yeah, thank you guys for watching today. Bye.